It's time for roses and rosé. This is difficult. That's what you get when you buy your champagne at the drugstore. Okay, guys, so today we are not doing rosé. We are doing champagne. Playing it fast and loose with the word champagne. To celebrate the second to last episode and fantasy suites. We got the finish, the grand finale, and it was very grand, to Raven's Fantasy Suite one-on-one, and then we also got Rachel's, and we also got Vanessa's, and we'll get into them both right now. I don't know why I'm doing this. Whatever. Obviously I need to work out any way that I can. So Raven is satisfied.
I'm pretty satisfied today.
She's literally skipping and jumping and high-fiving people and petting dogs. I am gonna go ahead and guess that they filmed this montage before the fantasy suite and then spliced it in after, but I don't know, maybe they didn't. Maybe Nick really left Raven that satisfied.
I'm pretty satisfied today.
And if he did, Nick, please write a book. Write a book and write down all your tips, because all straight men everywhere need these tips, and all straight women everywhere want their men to have these tips. And maybe Nick File is the sex god that we've all needed for so long. Give us the tips. Then we move on to Rachel's date. Rachel does not know what cross-country skiing is.
I have no idea what cross-country skiing is, but I know it'll be fun.
That's the optimism of this show, you guys. Someone can dive into an activity they're completely unfamiliar with and feel guaranteed to have sort of a good time. Drink to that. So Rachel and Nick go cross-country skiing and they meet some reindeer.
Have you seen Santa?
And then we get into their problems. Because we all know Rachel's gonna go home, so we gotta see what allegedly goes wrong. Because they seem to have a pretty good connection up to this point. Okay, so here's how it was justified. 1, Rachel says she can't talk.
I'm terrible at words.
2,
It's just like very hard for me sometimes to verbalize things.
it doesn't feel that justified, guys. It just does not. And ultimately, both of them declare their feelings.
That I'm falling in love with you.
Rachel says she's falling in love. Nick says he's falling for Rachel.
Rachel, I am falling for you.
Granted, usually in the fantasy suites, people are at the I love you phase, but still, it was saying a lot. And then Rachel said this stuff, which was so sweet.
I'm looking forward to what's next, after the rose, because, I know that I'll get to meet his family, and I'm good with families. Families like me.
The bummer is Rachel seems to really think things are going well. She's talking like she's guaranteed to get a rose, like she's gonna meet Nick's family over in Waukesha, Wisconsin. It's okay, babe. Stay in Finland, okay? And then they do it! Or so we think. I don't know. It's implied. Whatever. I'll take it. Ooh, time for a pun! And then things get icy between Nick and Vanessa, both literally and figuratively. That's why it's a pun. Yep. I wish I had some ice for this. Who am I kidding though? I'm not gonna stop drinking it. That's the thing. It's like, this is a metaphor for these relationships. Things are only going okay, and yet you keep forging ahead for television. So Nick and Vanessa plunge in and out of this ice bath. Drink every time they get in or out of the ice bath. I can't feel my hands. I can't. Oh my God. Okay, so now we gotta have some problems between Nick and Vanessa because we've gotta build the drama here. Nick and Vanessa's problems. First, Nick says,
Your family's very traditional.
Yes.
and he is so not.
I'm not traditional at all.
She says
My core values are things that I don't want to compromise on.
she's not gonna give up lunch.
On Sundays, you have lunch.
Yes.
Mangiamo!
Vanessa loves lunch. And then they move to the next location and more problems arise. He is American
And I'm really proud to be an American.
and she is Canadian.
And I'm very proud to be a
I'm
Canadian.
not saying you're not.
And remember how he said he didn't like how traditional she was? Oh, just kidding. He likes it. He's fine with tradition.
I love that your family's traditional.
Okay.
I was just pointing out that I'm not.
But like, are they too different?
We're not so different.
Are they too similar?
We are very similar.
What if they're too different?
What if we're too similar?
What if they're too unalike? What if they're too alike? This is so hard. Drink every time that this is hard.
Our conversations are always so heavy.
I don't know. Also, now this sounded unhealthy.
I think my relationship with Vanessa has the potential to have more conflict.
But also, this relationship has the best chance. I don't know. What does it all come down to in the end? Vanessa, unlike Rachel, said, I love you.
I love you.
So maybe that's just what makes the difference, is that these bachelors need to really feel the emotions from the person they're interested in.
I love you.
And when I say what makes the difference, maybe I mean what makes the similarity, because
We're not so different.
who knows anymore? Opposites attract, likes repel. Americans, Canadians.
Mangiamo!
Hamburgers, maple syrup. It's all hard. And then Vanessa cries. And then Nick cries. They both like to cry. That's a similarity. And I guess Raven's still here somewhere. She shows up at the rose ceremony. So at the rose ceremony, one of the first of the season, I would argue, Nick only has 2 roses to give out. One to Raven, one to Vanessa. Rachel, goodbye. I'm just being dramatic because that's what the show is about. Okay, so Rachel goes home and she leaves in an ocean full of mascara tears, and God, what a good way to go out on reality television. Of course, she's going to return as the Bachelorette, and we cannot wait. You guys, I've interviewed Rachel twice now. Legitimately, she is such a great interview. She's so smart and fun and great to talk to. Check it all out at etonline.com. I will never leave this video without a plug. Is this making you nervous? That's called a spill. So we also, after this hour-long episode, had the Bachelor Women Tell All special, but I'm not getting into it because I don't have enough champagne for that. So you guys can check out the Women Tell All coverage at etonline.com, where we have 23 things you didn't see on TV at the Bachelor Women Tell All. Yes, I was there for the taping. I wrote it all up. Very scintillating. Drink until you're done reading all 23 things. You don't read that fast. Nobody reads that fast. Read it though, it's interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching. We only have 1 episode left. The season finale of The Bachelor airs next Monday on ABC. Of course, ET will be covering, and you can follow me on social media to talk about The Bachelor more. Like ET on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and stay cool, like the ice in Finland. And stay different, like Nick from Vanessa, and stay similar to yourself. Be true to you, everybody. Have a great night. I have a master's degree. I have a master's degree. It was so many times. I think that it's some kind, that's like something for your, oh, sad.
I keep changing today.